The idea of oneself is not about a me, you, and an I. I am self. You are self. And me, that head me that lives in that antenna, strange way, seeking information, sifting through conditioned, informative nonsense. Oneself is beyond that me, you, and I. We are going through strange times, apparently. And this speaker is trying to get its me head active again to try and get around what is going on, to try and engage in a more human, methodological ways of seeing and trying to analyze and judge and value after 9 years of losing it and loving it and being free. What a fool. But in a more Christly, spiritual way, which you cannot escape this beauty, this paradisial, wondrous, enlightening bliss state of love. It cannot be taken away again. So to actually engage about something that it knows really nothing about, you're the intelligent ones, you see. The whole world out there is the intelligent ones. Wisdom is only about allowing and accepting and just being. That's what the wise one is taught to do through this connection with Christ or Spirit or Shiva, whatever it is. Whatever visited does not give a name. There's just a sense that it's beyond what we seek in the external world as a God. Do you know what I mean? The God that we seek in the external world through the mind, and that idea that this God exists, it sounds to be great, but to actually experience something is far superior than what our mind says it is. But anyway, from a point of view of trying to utilize a mind of personal, egoistic rebirth, combined with this beautiful essence that wants to come through, it is seen that this system of mind is collapsing. Now, what does that mean? It means that conditioned, inherited, reliant on information, intelligence, past, future, and not living in the present moment is being questioned by itself. You see, the ego human state of control and organized, structured, improving ways cannot maintain because it's limited. And we're not speaking about individual ego people. We're speaking about the whole ego system, the whole aspect of what ego is: identities and language and names and division and boundaries and rules and regulations and guidelines and all that stuff. It cannot be maintained in a world that is so confused and lost, because the system is collapsing because it's lost. And this is what consciousness is preying on. Praying and praying. To pick up the pieces of those who admit, yeah, I'm lost. I surrender, I give up. Phew, gone free. Enlightenment. Joy, bliss, Spirit, Christ, God, Buddha. Wow. Bigger than what the mind said. And there's not one thing that is perfectly clear. There is no conspiring force behind building a system to control people. The system is born through wonderful, compassionate and kind ways of trying to give life, give equality to life, to try and help people, to give them more than what they have. So the system is not a conspiring evil way behind from some sort of group of tyrannical people to maintain wealth, and so, because they know, really intelligent people know that money and wealth is not the answer. Even having the biggest house, the biggest castle, the biggest yacht, the biggest island cannot escape your body from perishing, from transcending. So to say power and wealth and wanting to control a population of people for their own benefit is ridiculous. It's the system is built through care and compassion and kindness. And what has happened is the system is running itself. There is no individual experiences, new birth experiences, new found experiences, new inner experiences, new outer experiences that are coming through. Because the system won't allow it. You see, the system is just saying, no, we have to live in an organized, structured, controlled way, or we're going to perish and die. And then a pandemic comes, a virus comes to question the system, and the system says we must fight it. But the virus is saying, no, I'm here to save you. Surrender and give up. Not to the virus, to trying to maintain some sort of way of killing nature, killing islands and trying to build empires and towers and make this earth into something it's not meant to be. Stone built prisoners within our own environment. Not our own owning, meaning owning, but this is where we live. This is where we belong. We cannot live anywhere else, regardless of what science and space tell you. Nonsense. The system is collapsing through its own need to collapse. It knows it has to collapse. It knows that we cannot continue and maintain such power and driving need to get more, to want more, to desire more. All enlightened beings and saints and sages will tell you that the end of the system is when you stop desiring, when you stop wanting. Because the system is just your mind. It's a mind that is built, inherited, and you accept it, and you become lazy, and you just accept people, others, to control and get rid of the virus for you, and build you a house and do all the stuff that you think that you deserve, you're entitled to. That's the system. I'm not here to blasphemize the system, because the system is a beautiful and it was a wonderful way of trying to help each other, to be compassionate and kind. And it's lost. It's lost within its need to serve more from those who rely on the system, their systematic mind. I don't want to have to work. I just want to be rich. And the system is not saying work, 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 work. The system says, well, I will provide you whatever you want. It's built through kindness and compassion, but it's collapsing. And when it collapses, something that the religious people have said for years, which is not strictly true, that the new beginning is coming, because the new beginning never left. Christ never died. No one dies. We're all parts of the same consciousness, same spirit, if you want to call it spirit. And we are all able to overcome and accept the system crashing and just moving on and getting on with it. That's what humans are great for. The human race is great for. Getting your house knocked down in some sort of high winds or floods, and then you get up in the morning and you cry and then we build it. We maintain it. We get it back to working order. So to be frightened of a pandemic that really is here to question and to say, look at what we are. Look at what this system has made. It has made hope and belief sound real. When hope and belief are just ideas that something out there is better than what you have. And you cannot get any better when you breathe and you see such beautiful nature. And knowing that everyone really cares about each other. You may not feel that on the movie screen of mind, because the system builds movies based on what it thinks everyone wants to see. And then we want to see it more until it crashes. And then we don't know what to do. We don't know what to do until we experience the crash personally. And when we experience the crash personally, we have to get up in the morning and rebuild. The sign of this consciousness arising, waiting for those who have surrendered and given up to the system as an expectation. You see, it's a two-way journey, isn't it? I expect the politicians, I expect everyone to do it for me. I expect a house, I expect my benefits, I expect a job, I expect all these things. And the system should provide it. Yeah? That's a laziness. Yeah? But it's also a surrendering and giving up. It's also saying, you know what, I trust you, system. So again, it's not a bad or a good way. But to surrender and give up right now, not to the system. Forget the system, because it's crashing. And move inside and surrender and give up to consciousness. So you already know what surrendering and giving up is like. You're surrendered and given up to a mind that systematically is expected to give you what you're entitled to. And that's a surrendering, a giving up. It can be classed as laziness or weakness, but it can also be classed as trust. And yeah, I give you the power. I gives you the power to help me out of this mess that I seem to be in. But it's the mind that's in a mess. It's the system that's in the mess, speaking about itself. Because you are the system. I am the system. We are all part of the system. And when the system crashes, a new system will be rebuilt. But you find yourself first, and you'll find that these words make sense. And it is not as bad as what we make out. Because we're such wise and pure beings. We are so able to move and to transcend and see through that what really is just a movie, a screen. So I leave you with a question. Are you in the screen as a body part of this system, as appearing as a systematic model robot moving through the system? Or are you witnessing the screen? Are you witnessing all of this and you're not really taking part? It's just your mind that's taking part. You have nothing to worry about. Just your body. You make sure your body is fed and warm and breathing. And you're out of the system. It's easy as that. That's all you need to worry about. Let life take care of itself. Let things come and go. Let things move. Let things transcend. See through the road ahead. See through the road ahead, meaning the policeman to the burglar. I know you robbed that house. I have no evidence, but I know you did it. And the burglar says, how can you know it's me? You have no evidence. And the policeman says, no. Like the road ahead, I see through you. It's fake. There is no road ahead. You are the whole road. You are the whole beingness. You are the whole existence. The system is just another atom, another molecule in your wholeness, in your beingness, in your whole one self. That one is. Namaste.